Hello and welcome, Space Cadets, to Season 2 of Dungeon Radio Hour, a D&D actual play comedy podcast where I'm positive a sonic screwdriver would fix 80% of my problems. As always, I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Dalton Rusher-Riddle, joined once again by my ragtag band of would-be heroes. Introduce yourself, heroes!
I'm Michael Adair.
I'm Alyssa Adair.
And I'm Andrew Gerline.
Welcome, everybody. Happy
Hi, friends.
Tuesday.
Welcome to
How's
you.
it going?
Happy Tuesday. It has to be some sort of holiday.
Probably.
It is somewhere. Today's Papua New Guinea Day, in fact.
Is it really?
I declare.
No, it's not. Okay.
August 6th.
100% just made that up.
I was
Honestly.
sure.
Cancel.
I don't know where that is, but that sounds like BIPOCs live there, and you are fucking canceled, friend, right out the bat. All right, dude?
Well, it's been a
All
great
right, calm
season.
down.
We made it almost 4 episodes, but this is the end of Dungeon Radio Hour, so thank you all for listening, and good night. So before this goes too far off the rails like I know it normally does, I do have a surprise for all of you. But it's not really a surprise because you can actively see him on this recording. But it's a surprise for our audience at home. Except
I thought that was my
except
wallpaper.
It's not, because we've been introducing him for the last several weeks. It's a surprise to someone.
Yes.
Steve, out there listening, this is a surprise for you. It is my
Steve.
absolute pleasure to announce our guest for today's episode. He's a TikTok powerhouse and star and co-writer of the hit YouTube series The Game. Please give a warm Dungeon Radio Hour welcome to Matt Curtin.
Yeah.
I am
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Hi, Matt.
They're all clapping. I
Matt.
can hear that.
Everyone's
Hi.
clapping. We'll put it in post. It's fine. How are you?
Yeah, there's a big applause.
I'm still clapping.
Cripplingly nervous, but we're doing it anyway. How-
We're great. No need
No
to be
need.
nervous. We're so friendly. And
It's my
honestly, we're
default
not
state.
that good.
That's fine.
His nervous-
Mine
too.
too.
Mine is
Yay.
crippled.
We're gonna get
That's
along.
my default state. Just crippled in some way to the situation. Yeah,
Yes.
you know.
You're
Usually
the headlights.
physically.
Physically, mentally, emotionally.
It's all crippled.
Sure.
It's fine.
I'm not batting 100, that's for sure. What's up, Matt?
What a segue. What a segue. But yes, welcome, Matt. We're super excited to have you here on the show. We sent out several hundred emails to various people, and you said yes, so thank you for that. We appreciate it immensely. But no, not really. Alyssa brought you to my attention and talked you up massively. I checked you out on your TikTok, checked out the show. Incredible stuff. So we're super excited to have you here with us on this episode. So thank you. A little bit about how this is going to run down. So we usually start every episode with a pre-show. A quick little nerd-adjacent topic that typically leads to lots of yelling, lots of arguing, and several hurt feelings. Today's topic, however you want to say it, I want to stay in line with our space theme since, that's what we're doing for Season 2. We're in space, it's futuristic, aliens, and whatnot. And speaking of aliens, I want to know if you do or do not believe in aliens. Follow-up question, if the answer is yes, what conspiracy theories about said aliens do you subscribe to? Like, what do you think for sure?
I don't know. I don't believe it. Here's why.
Really?
I think, no, you have to be, and you have to be visible. You have to be part of the observable universe.
To believe.
To believe the conditions for life on other planets. It's so hard. It's like 1 in a fucking trillion chance that there's water and enough light and the right rotation of the planet, blah, 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 science shit. I didn't finish school. And, I just don't
Sound
think it
fucking
happened. I
smart,
think it
though.
happened once, and I think it's because God decided, the Christian
Wow.
God. And, no,
I'm
kidding.
canceling
Oh.
us now.
No, God had no part in it. It was the Big Bang. I believe in science. I don't believe in aliens. That's my take. And I know you guys do. I know Andrew for sure does.
Nope.
What?
You do too.
Thought wrong, brother.
My residency
No.
conspiracy theorist and does not believe
Here's
in
the
aliens?
thing. I don't just believe in things unless there's evidence. I either know they exist or I don't. I would, like Mike, I would like to believe that there might be, but where are they? We've only been around like a tiny blip of time, and we've evolved to become this. We might even be like at the end, we're about to annihilate ourselves with nuclear weapons. This could be the point that all species get to in the life cycle. They get to a point where they invent these weapons. They're so smart, and then they self-annihilate, and that's the end. And that's why we've heard from no one, and that's why no one's heard from us. It's because no one has made it as far as we have, or the stopping point for a smart society is in our future, and we will hit that point, and we will end. That's what I think.
May I just push back on that and ask you a question? Because what do you think of the government admitting that there are not UFOs, but they have like things they can't explain? I forget the term that they
changed.
I watched on C-SPAN. It's 3 guys who have great credentials, who are legitimate military personnel, who probably did file some complaints. But until I see a damn body on a slab, I won't believe it. That we are in the age of photos and videos. You should have an HD iPhone video of an alien if it exists. Until then, I don't believe it.
4K.
No excuses.
4K, high resolution, or else I'm not buying.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I get you, Andrew. But here's the thing: UFO, we just changed it to what is it, UAP, because UFO had a bad rap. We assigned that with the fucking gray aliens that we see in movies. And so we changed it to UAP. It's the same diff. It's the same thing. It's some sort of flying object. Yeah. It's a flying object that we couldn't explain. That's all it is.
Yeah. I can't identify every plane I see in the sky as a UFO. It's a plane, but what kind?
You know it's a plane, so you have identified it. It is not unidentifiable. You know it's a plane.
Damn, Dalton's right.
Crush my whole argument.
I now believe, yeah.
What about you, Matt? Belief, non-belief?
I believe there it's the galaxy at the very least is too vast for us to know these things for certain.
Yes.
And if we don't know it, therefore it is a possibility. But I do have a favorite conspiracy theory about
yes, please,
aliens,
please share.
If I would happily share. Okay. I am an absolute pejorative term is slut for American folklore and all of that good nonsense. So there's this one story related to the Mothman. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of the Mothman.
Cryptozoological marvel, the Mothman, Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Go ahead.
And that my guy.
Yes.
You know.
Of course. You're on the right podcast, Matt Curtin.
Yes. All right. There's this guy. He's related to the legends because I believe he was discovered around Virginia. It was about a guy named Indrid Cold. He was called the Grinning Man. There was this guy, this truck driver named Woodrow, and he was really late coming home one night in Virginia. And basically, when he did finally come home, I think at the butt crack of dawn or something, he explained to his wife and his kids that he was abducted by an alien figure. He was this guy in a this was like the 1960s. The guy's in this like yellow zoot suit and like a permanent smile drawn across his face, and he invited him into his ship, and he spoke to him about all of the nature of the cosmos, which his brain couldn't really fathom, so he forgot it all, except for the face of the grinning man. I mean, later in life, after he died, his kids just said, oh, our dad was probably just gay, and he went to meet his gay lover, and he just made up that story for our benefit, but
fascinating
I posit, though, that is too contrived and, dare I say, too stupid to be a lie you made up on the spot for coming home late one night.
Agreed.
I refuse. Wow. But he was a straight alien abductee.
that feels like a leap in a weird direction.
Yep. No. Let's go ahead and say it is reductive to say all gay people are great liars. Some of them could be bad. It could have been a lie. And also, what he described is a man with in a yellow zoot suit.
What he described was Jim Carrey from The Mask. That is what he described.
Exactly what I was about to say. Exactly what I was about to say. Jim Carrey from The Mask in 1960s.
That's what I was expecting was he just got high. Like, but no,
I
they
mean-
went, no, our dad was just gay. I thought it was going to be he got high and saw something. 'Cause that
Also
makes
good.
more sense.
He's
mean, also
either
good
telling
guess.
the truth about aliens or he's gay. And there is nothing
There's
between
nothing
those
in
two
between.
options.
Exactly.
Nothing in
It's
between.
one of those
Two
two.
levels.
Yeah.
I like that those are the two options. You know what? Let's option the movie rights of this man, and we can make something out of it for sure.
Absolutely.
Wow.
It'd be an interesting horror movie. Just a
Okay, so
twist, and be
Dalton,
like,
you
he's gay.
believe.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I don't want to continue
Okay, you
to,
live in cornfields.
I don't want to continue to draw,
Mr.
like,
Signs.
connect the dots between gay people and believing in aliens, but it's true. I believe in aliens.
Is that a stereotype? I'm not up
Matt
on
just
gay
brought it up
stereotypes.
first, so I'm just like reinforcing it apparently.
Okay.
But like Matt
These
said,
lines are connected.
the universe is too vast. There are too many planets. There are too many galaxies. I am not naive
No, there's just
enough to think that we are the only planet that can support life out of the billions upon billions upon billions.
Well, now
Of
But is it
galaxies and
intelligent
planets.
life?
We didn't say intelligent
That's a
life.
good
We just
point.
said aliens.
And how do you define intelligent?
Well, you're not going to find it on this show.
well, here. Oh,
that is
Ooh,
why you
self-burn.
fucking tuned in, folks. Oh, that was good.
But
I don't know, man. Go ahead, Dalton. I'm sorry.
I believe in aliens. Yes, to Andrew's point that he made earlier about why had they not contacted us, I have two schools of thought. We are either too violent of a planet for them to want to make contact with, or we are too stupid of a planet for them to want to make contact with.
That's always where we land.
It could
We
be
are
both.
not
Popular media.
advanced enough for them to even bother with us as a society.
I
Although I
think
do think they've
if
been here.
they-
I think they've been here. I think
if they
they've
know
got-
us enough to know we're violent and stupid, and they have the technology that they could contact us, I think that means they would destroy us in an instant.
Why?
But why?
What
What
do
do
they
they
gain?
gain? What do
If
they
we're
gain?
too violent, kill them. They're too
Like-
stupid, take their planet. You know what I mean? How many planets can harbor life in the universe? Let's say, I don't know, 50,000 or something. Out of the septillions of stars, how many planets can support life? Our planet would be valuable to intelligent life elsewhere.
How do you know
right?
That
though?
presumes that they can reach it and they need
Right.
it. Like, we need a different planet. Like, if we're going with the interstellar theory, and we want to colonize Mars, we need a different planet because we've destroyed our planet. If we're talking about this species that is so far advanced from us, then they haven't done that, or they've reversed it. If our society's evolved in the same way.
Like, maybe there's nothing
why
that
do
we
they
can
need our
offer.
planet?
So why even bother?
Right.
Right. If they can communicate with us and reach us, and they're choosing not to, it's because we're probably so primitive that it's just not. It's not worth it.
I also
See, I have an-
go ahead, Alyssa.
I have an answer because I believe the same as Dalton. I think the universe
I
is
did
so
not
vast.
know who I married. This is fucking
I think the universe
bananas.
is so vast, it's got to be out there. However, I think it's a third reason. They just don't give a shit about us. Why would they?
Also-
they're taking care of their own alien problems that are so big
Theory I
and
believe the
vast.
most. Who gives a shit? Here's the thing. Say aliens exist and they're not walking, talking cool aliens that we've seen in Farscape or some shit. I don't care. Because that means, whatever, bad example.
wow, that's a reference.
Yeah, I know. I haven't even seen it. Don't know why that was my first example. But it was. Anyway, if they're not that, and they're like some amoebas trapped in fucking ice on some Oort cloud 2 fucking galaxies away from us, then why do I care? Also,
Yeah.
if they are cool aliens and I'm never going to see them, they don't exist because I am never going to know.
Like a Schrodinger's
Right?
cat.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Maybe it's just the speed of light is just not attainable for any intelligent species. Therefore, we're all going to be isolated in our little pockets of the universe, and we'll never know, and they will never know that we exist either.
Honestly, Schrodinger's cat, if we want to go with physics of it, technically they do exist and both don't exist until we open that box. We gotta keep reaching out further into space until we find
I
them.
hate that. I hate Schrodinger's cat.
So what you're
It's a
saying
valid
is,
point.
Cat in the box or there's not. God
so
damn
what you're
it.
saying is, cats are aliens.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes. Yeah,
of
all
all
right,
the
correct.
animals, dude. Of
Cats
all
are
I mean,
aliens.
They helped the Egyptians build the pyramid. Didn't cats carry
Oh,
No.
you know what? We
Not
might be
a
onto
thing.
something here. No. We might be onto
No,
something.
no, no,
here.
no. Let's not shut this down. Let's
No.
follow this.
I like where this is
Worships?
going. Yes.
Some
Say
ideas
more.
need no momentum, and they need to be killed right off the
Brendan
bat.
Fraser.
Yeah, it's that idea
All
you
I'm
just
gonna say.
had.
So, quick recap on things that happened last episode. As the contestants for Space House were gathering into teams of 6, Alyssa, of course, inadvertently got into a little bit of an altercation with 3 of the other contestants there at Space House. A girl made of white marble, a bro jock type guy with a jetpack, and a humanoid frog. The 3 of you battled the 3 of them for several rounds of combat, while literally everyone just stood around, watched, and recorded, and uploaded the videos to their live feeds in order to gain more clout. Then Andrew hacked into the sound system with the help of us, the little voice that lives inside his robotic body that we still don't know a whole lot about. And towards the end of this episode, this session, Dr. Bad asked the 3 of you to follow him, and he began to lead you down a very long hallway deeper into the space station. So that is where we will pick up.
Dope.
Now, if the 3 of you will please follow me, I have a few questions that I think you should answer.
Okay. But first of all, sir, I assume you're in charge to a certain degree. We were just mugged by the other contestants, and there was some talk of disqualification here. Are you really going to let them mug us and beat us up? There's a little bit of racism. I'm pretty technical. You see, this hand is fake. They've been calling me bad words, slurs for robots and stuff.
Yes. I believe the word that they used was Macy. You see, it's quite common practice.
Can we not say that word around
Oh,
me?
I'm so sorry. Does that offend you? You are a machine, correct?
No. I am a human being who somehow the left side of my body is maybe a little bit robotic, but that's not a big deal.
I just wanted to say, to vouch for my friend, who is a cyborg. He didn't choose to be a cyborg.
I didn't.
He was born this way, you know? And
My boy, I am a man of science, and I can assure you, no one is born a cyborg. But in time, all of these questions will be answered, and we will clear all of this. I promise. Now, please, if you will continue to follow me. And Dr. Bad continues to lead you down this hallway. And as you are led down this hallway, you start to notice. Actually, everybody, give me a perception check.
Okay.
17.
Damn. Okay.
I got a 19, so it's bigger than Andrew's.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Fuck,
girthier
dude.
than Andrew's.
Always trying to be bigger than me, bro.
Interesting.
Sorry, buddy.
So as you are led further and further into this space station, you come into what you can only consider to be like a backstage area. There's a lot more equipment here, things used for recording and visual, like monitors and microphones and pieces of set, game pieces, various weapons, all kind of scattered out through this backstage area. And you notice while there are still cameras and while there are still live feeds happening and things are being recorded, there are not nearly as many cameras that you have become used to at Space House or even Spaceopolis. It's almost not necessarily that they're trying to hide things, but this is not as closely monitored of an area. And Dr. Bad eventually leads you to a room. And he opens up a door with a swipe of a key card and leads you inside this very basic square 12 by 12 room. These large, heavy black curtains hang across each and every wall. There's some very simple seating, and there is a small glass coffee table there in the center, and there is already someone in that room waiting for you. Matt, can you describe your character, please?
Yes. You see, just very stout, skinny for being a dwarf, young man, no beard. He dirty blonde hair, big Disney level blue eyes, like offensively Caucasian with how white he is. He was told to come to set in blacks. He came in all whites, just diaphanous white shirt, suspenders. Has all kind of like rigging equipment on in like just an overstuffed backpack on his back, and he has a yellow notepad and a pen, and he is just aggressively taking like the most aggressive notes in your life. Like he is shredding through the paper with how far he's pressing down, and he is so in it he does not notice you as you come in.
Perfect.
Are we about to be interviewed?
If you could all please enter this room, take a load off, take a seat, relax, enjoy yourselves, have fun, and I'll be back. Soren.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, these are the three that I told you about. Could you please make sure that all of their needs are met, and I will be back to get them very shortly.
Yes, sir. Aye, sir.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And then Dr. Bad turns and leaves.
Bye.
What?
He said he hopes we have fun in this room with this strange man. Hello, strange man.
Hello,
Yes,
other
hello?
strange man.
We usually don't introduce ourselves like that, by the way. I'm sorry if his blood sugar's low. I'm Jelly
I got
Boy.
motor oil, dude. I got low motor oil or something.
This is my friend, Andrew, 3000.
It's just you can just call me Andrew.
You can just call
this
me
whole
Mike, I guess.
3000 thing, this
You're
whole
right.
robot thing. I'm not
It's
really
a little
embracing
derivative,
that
too,
idea.
if you're familiar with Andre 3000. And anyway, go ahead, Alyssa.
Well, I'm Alyssa. And do you know why he brought us in here?
Oh, yes. Well, first of all, we're introducing ourselves using our media names, correct?
Our media. What is he talking about,
Which-
Mike?
Oh, yeah,
What
sorry.
the hell's a
sorry.
media name?
Yeah, Andrew, you don't know about this yet, but yeah, everyone goes by their names. Mine is actually Peony for Your Thoughts, as you can see, because I'm green.
You don't have to react
Really,
to that.
we like that
It's
one.
a pun, and we hate puns.
I liked it, and all my other options were taken. So, yeah.
Well-
and
Jelly
Well, I
Boy.
was going to react to it, but yeah.
Don't-
Jelly Boy, yes.
Please, by all means, please react. Please react.
Whoa! I can do a couple options if you want.
That was... No, that was
No,
already
thank
too
you.
much.
Whoa!
I saw it.
Whoa!
Dude,
I'm like, ooh.
Don't
or
do
more
that.
wonder.
introduce myself to this
I'm willing
guy.
to take notes.
I
No.
like him. No, keep going.
No. Please
Well,
don't feed into her. I want to kind of squash this enthusiasm and avoid the pun thing in the future.
Keep doing it.
Fair enough. Well, my name is Soren Freelander1234 at hotmail.com.
That's your that's your
That's
name?
a great
That is
Call
your
me
full
Soren.
name.
Thank
I
you.
will I'm going to call you the whole thing, I think. Soren Freelander 1234 at hotmail.com.
I would really appreciate that. I can't get anyone else to do it for some reason.
gonna eat
Dude,
up
you
a
know
lot
what,
of the
Soren
episode.
Freelander 1234 at hotmail.com, brother? I get the feeling you and I are going to be friends because a lot of people have been calling me some slurs, dude, and I'm not really down for it. You know what I mean? I like to be
You
addressed
mean you have
as
the racism?
I have a touch of it. I'm getting a touch of the racism from other people, but it's more like
That's the
it's more
worst
like
kind.
machinism. It's like machinism. dude.
Machinism.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Yeah,
more like
rude.
creaturism or machinism. Little.
It's an allegory for real life race relations. But listen here, do you have any robotic body parts, Soren?
Only all of the gear I have to hoist around on my back.
Dude,
I'm a
so you
PA.
get it. You're
Yeah.
a PA. I'm a PA too. Half my body's a PA. I don't even realize it. Apparently, I'm a PA. People are calling me Macy, dude. You get it. I mean, it's tough out here to be a machine guy.
Are you also here on an internship?
Am I here on an internship, guys? I don't know. I just got here, man.
No, we were kind of like forced into the game.
Soren, if we can give you the skinny of it real quick, just a quick download, especially for people who jumped into this episode and didn't listen to the first 3 or 4.
Sure.
We came from another world, Earth, right? Not in your dimension. Then we went to Faerun, and then after that, we found a portal here. And we ended up here. It was totally on accident. And when we crossed over, we sort of Kingdom Hearts, or I don't know how you want it, quantum leaped into different forms that I guess fit this environment. And you don't have to write all this down.
Don't write this down.
Also,
actually,
I don't think
It's okay. I can multicast.
I don't
He's
like
writing
how
a
he makes eye
screenplay for
contact
it.
while he does it, and it's mostly just drawings if you look at the legal pad. Anyway, Soren, I appreciate the enthusiasm. I guess we should have some sort of biographer or something now that we're here, living this out.
You guys consent to have your likenesses, your personal likenesses, entered into some kind of media format?
Sure. Can I sign like a release form? That sounds cool. You guys have Space Tom Cruise here or something to play me?
He whips out like a full set of like non-disclosure agreements and licensing agreements.
Okay,
Like,
we're
on
used
the
to these,
spot.
I guess.
Oh my God. Well, see, I thought when we were brought into Space House, it was kind of without consent. So what exactly are you talking about? Are you talking about Space House?
I am talking about my screenplay.
He's working on a screenplay. I
Of
think
course, this man
look at his
has more
notebook.
ambition than just being a PA. This is just where he gets his foot in the door.
He called you Dr.
I'm on the
Jelly
come
Boy,
up.
dude. Dude,
Okay,
he's
Soren.
made you a doctor in the movie. This is awesome.
Okay, Soren.
Yeah.
Adam
appreciate
Sandler is
it.
attached. This is okay. After this Space House thing, we should hire this guy to make we should.
I do like his
movies
gumbtion.
here.
Can I say I do like his gumption?
Can I
really
call
like it.
you
He has like a
Gumption, Lil
Nickelodeon
Gumption?
kid energy, and I think there might be something wrong with him, but I do like it.
He makes aggressive, unblinking eye contact with you, Andrew, and he says, "If you call me Gumption, my life will finally be complete."
I don't want you to die. Lil Gumpsh.
That is.
Can I call you Gumpsh?
Even better.
Are you still alive?
Do I have permission to hug you?
Oh. Oh my God, dude! I haven't had a hug in come here. Bring it in, brother. Yeah. Oh
Fully,
yeah.
just like
oh,
just
yeah.
koalas around your leg.
Soren goes in to hug Andrew. He hugs Andrew a little bit
gumption.
too hard, and the cold metal
gumption.
of Andrew's partly robotic body presses hard into Soren. Soren does not notice, but he is holding on to you so tightly, Andrew, that you do start to feel very, very uncomfortable. So uncomfortable that the little voice inside your head, "Sir, it seems like we are under duress. Should I employ countermeasurements now?"
Okay. I pushed Little Gumption off me. I don't want to hurt you, guy. I got a robot, like a god inside my head or something. They were gonna maybe shoot spikes at your body. I didn't want to stop hugging, but she might have killed you. So
Would you describe what you're going through as some kind of complex personal plot hook?
I think if you can describe this scene as I took you under my arm and I became like a father figure to you. You know what I mean? Like we could have sort of a father-son dynamic. Me and Little Gumption, my son, you know?
Yes, exclusively.
Exclusive. We're exclusive son and dad? You want to be exclusive?
Choose your own adventure. I'm down for whatever, my guy.
Dude, okay, this guy. All right, you guys got to read this screenplay. I'm going to go read my line. I'm going to go study my lines over here.
Yeah. So wait, what is your screenplay about?
Oh, ever since I was little, I have had this burning desire to tell a story about wars, multiple wars going on across the stars. Just like a bunch of wars going across the stars. And I'm thinking of calling it 50 Shades of Grey. What do you think?
I like it.
I like it. I like it. Can I tell you something? It feels familiar, but I think that could actually work in your favor. So I say
know,
go for
right?
it, man.
Hey, formula isn't broke. Don't break the formula.
Exactly. You have a dream. I say go full force.
Do you know any financiers?
No. Actually, we were going to
Shoot.
ask you for money.
Yeah.
Because
You want money? I can just give you money.
Yeah, go ahead.
I
How
get
much
up at
do you
that.
have on you? Because this is canon.
Money.
How much would I have on me, DM?
Don't you ask him. You say, Matt Curtin.
That's a great
Make-
question. Matt, do you have died near you?
Yes.
Give me a d20,
Yes.
please.
I love this.
Okay. That would be a 6.
Ooh, I love it. You have 60 quasars in your pocket, which is the equivalent of $60. We'll just keep it simple in this world.
I have $59 on me.
Matt, I can see your phone, so I can see the 6 and the 0. I will leave you that last quasar, but we are going to have to take the rest, just because our
All
time
good
is
with me.
valuable.
59 to be offered.
I am doing this. I am doing this consensually. Take the 59.
Okay, I'll go ahead and swipe that into my bank account. Thanks, buddy. And this is just, for the coverage. Obviously, we're going to give you thorough coverage on the screenplay. Can't we wait to read 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah.
Was it?
50 Shades. I'm thinking of a trilogy. That's just the first one.
I just got done reading it, dude. It's so good. It is.
Thank you.
So good. We got to take this back to Earth, guys. I think we could really make this movie on Earth and make some money. Real
Soren.
money. You know what I'm saying?
I think we need your help. We don't know what we're doing here. I'm personally scared of Space House. Are you in good with Dr. Bad? Do you think you could get us out of here? That would be great for your screenplay and escape.
I know
You know?
exactly how to help you. I know exactly how to help you. Takes out his legal pad. What are your lunch orders?
Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, if we're going to get lunch, I mean...
I'd really
Because
like
we're
some
being
Zanku
let
Do you guys have
chicken. Do you have
tender
Zanku
greens
chicken
here?
here?
Mendocino Farms.
Yes, we Yes,
take
it's
tender
farms from the
greens.
planet Mendocino.
Oh, nice.
We can postmate something from the planet of Mendocino.
They could Postmates from Mendocino. That's really great. Okay. Well, I guess I'll have what do they have?
You know what I miss? I miss processed food. I've been eating a lot of deer and rabbit and
I
vegetables.
know.
I want just a slurry of meat in a tube. You know what I'm saying? Like a
They
hot dog
definitely
or
have
a
that.
bologna
Yeah.
or
I'm
something.
sure
You
they
mean
have that.
Slurry's meat tubes? You want one of Slurry's meat
Dude,
tubes?
just give me Slurry's meat tubes.
Slurry's meat tubes. That's right.
It's like a meat Go-Gurt.
On it. I am on it.
Okay, dude, I'm gonna hire this guy.
All the fun of meat, none of the drawbacks.
No. I'm so glad you reminded me of that. Well, how did that? I hear the jingle all the time. How does it go? Slurry's meat tubes. Sword, can you tell us the jingle again?
Slurry's meat tubes.
Meat tubes.
It's meat inside of a tube. Yeah.
Short and simple. That's why I love about
It's
Slurry's
just-
meat tubes. Get right to the point.
It's just the greatest hits, just the best hits.
It is.
Right to the
And on
point.
the nutrition facts, the ingredients, it just says meats, plural. Period. In fact, there's a period.
Yes.
Meats.
They make it really tiny so you can't see.
Well, yeah, I'll take some meat tube, but we're actually we want to get out. Is this lunch to send us on our way because we're done? We want to not do
Right.
Space House.
Well, to tell you information about Dr. Bad and all the stuff, the dookie that's going on here, I defer to the DM. What do I know?
So,
Explain this, dude.
Hit us with that hot dookie.
what Soren can provide you information on about Dr. Bad is very, very little. He just knows that he's a very important piece of Space House. He is the medical advisor of sorts, and he's also the man behind all of the technology that's used not only in Space House, but also in Spaceopolis, including your bids.
Wow. Very well said, Lil Gumption. I mean, we learned a lot from you.
No, hold
directly.
on. Let him say it. We can't have Dalton just say it.
Oh, okay. You want
let
to get
him
him
just
say, okay.
I was about to say, you all hear almost telekinetically transmitted into your mind all that information, but that inner voice just
Okay,
happens
fuck
to
it.
sound like Dalton's voice.
Okay, fuck it. So Soren's also telepathic. Let's
Lil
roll with it.
Gumption, you're-
Yeah, I have
just in my
telepathic
head.
space powers. It's not very interesting.
You have
We'll
to be
glaze
a,
over
you
it
have to
then.
be like a CEO. You cannot just be a PA, dude. This has to be like an undercover boss situation. You are so cool.
While after actually Andrew says you can't just be a PA, you are so cool. There's a little beep, a little blip, and Soren, you realize it's coming from you. So you hold up your own bid device that's there on your arm, and you see a message that has come through from one of your superiors, and it simply says, "If you do not find the data disk by the end of the day, that's it. You're done. You're fired."
Everything cool, Lil Gumption?
Yeah, your energy just went
Your
sour.
face went slack.
You're more like Mr. Lil Dower now, dude.
Oh.
Lil Dower doesn't have the ring I like.
Doesn't.
Lil
Doesn't have the
Gumption
gumption.
sounds
It
way
doesn't
better.
have
It's
that same
branded.
flow.
No.
Yeah. What's wrong, buddy?
Can we not get Postmates?
I love a tube.
What
Oh, there's no tubes.
I relay the information.
So you're saying that if you don't get the data disk back by the end of the day, you're fired, that's done?
Yeah, the thing that
Well,
Dalton
yeah.
said that I already forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, let me. Maybe let me telepathically repeat the information, Dalton. If you behold my Dalton voice in your heads.
Oh, man.
Na.
But what kind of data
like it.
disk?
Your
What kind of
telepathic
data
voice
disk
is
are
so
you
much
looking
more
for?
southern. There's a twang to it, and I like it. Okay, well, guys, quick huddle. Lil Gumption, just stay out of earshot if you could. I like this guy. Maybe
might
we
love
can get
him.
him out of this jam.
Yeah.
You know?
I have data disks probably inside my body. We could just give him one of those.
I think
Be
it's
like,
the
"Ah, we
data
found
on
you."
the disc, friend. I don't think that he just needs a disc or something, you know?
Oh, it's the data that's important?
I think it's the data. Yeah, I think it's the
Okay.
data.
The data's important.
Okay.
All right, we don't do out of
It's a
earshot
very
good.
small room. I can hear you.
You know what? Join this huddle, Lil Gumption. Just come on in, bud.
Yeah,
Come on in the
fuck.
huddle.
All right, yeah, I'm sorry. We were talking too loud. We
He like
did
he like
stage whisper.
crawls between your legs and gets in the middle of the huddle.
Okay.
Oh, hey, buddy,
so what
you're
kind-
already here.
That's why we call him Lil Gumption.
Yeah, just showing gumption. Hey, buddy, you know what? Can I offer maybe like a tit for tat? You know?
Or just a tit. That could get us
yeah.
out of a jam, and
Tat.
I've been waiting for that.
Tat all of my tits, please.
Maybe we could help you with your screenplay and also with this data disk.
Yes?
And then maybe you can help us because, I mean, you seem to know your way in this backstage area, right?
Yes, of
PAing
course.
all over the
How would you
place?
help me with my screenplay? Yeah, how would you help me with my screenplay though?
We will finance it.
No, we won't.
Right, guys? Because Mike is very famous and Mike has a lot of clout.
I do have a lot of clout, aka Quasars. We're kind of iffy on what the money system is going to be here. Haven't really established it. There's been a little back and forth.
Not established, you just don't understand.
Okay.
Like Quasar's
no,
kind of like
it's
the
not been well
physical
established. We said
commodity and the
Quasars.
cloud is the,
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay, fine.
Well,
yeah.
I mean-
All right, Lil Gumption, I will buy in.
Yes.
For
Later, though,
later
after we're out of Space House.
for 20% plus merchandising rights, and I think that's only fair because I will give you $1 million.
I think that's
clout /
exclusively
Quasars.
fair. Yes. Yes.
Thank
Million
you.
Clout, dude.
And on top
Plus-
of that, I mean, if you're yes, go ahead.
I was going to offer, because Mike has such a following that he will also talk your screenplay up
I'll talk it.
to
I'll talk
all
it
of
up.
his followers.
Oh, we'll do press junkets and all that for your charge, dude. It'll be included in the $1 million for sure.
Okay, well, this
Mike.
is me and Lil Gumption's deal.
He gets at the mention of following, he gets really in your face, Mike, and he says, "You're an influencer."
Lil Gumption, I am an influencer. I know that you might not have heard of me, but if you look up Jelly Boy and I show him my phone or whatever we have, the screen that pops out of my hand, whatever the fuck, and I start screening, like just scrolling past all of my videos. He sees millions of fucking up-likes and shit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm Jelly Boy.
Fantastic.
I'm Jelly Boy.
You are Jelly Boy. He is Jelly Boy. He,
Yes.
He, him.
Cool, great,
he,
awesome.
him.
Just wanted to
He,
make
him,
sure.
his.
Okay, great.
No, yeah,
Well,
I appreciate that.
I mean,
Yeah, different time.
I mean, if you want, you don't have to contribute like all that money at the end. If you want, you contribute maybe half of that, and just like, it seems like you guys are about to go on some wicked, awesome like ragtag space adventure, in which you defeat some kind of evil authority in space. I mean, that's just money right there. If you want, if I can just,
I love the way he clicked it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like a reporter just.
No, I
I
like
want to
it.
pay him
All
to
down.
open my pens for me. You know what I mean? The way he did it.
You could do it on your own.
But his thumb is nice.
But yes, Lil Gumption, you would think this would be like printing money, but honestly, hard to get off the ground. We've been at this for 2 years. We've been ragtagging it. We've been defeating people. Has not translated to a lot of Dolores, friend, but that said, I will also sell you the rights of this adventure. I will absolutely sell you the rights of this adventure.
just aggressive like hip thrusting and joy.
Because I like your attitude, and I really think we would work well together. Of course, Lil Gumption.
Yeah.
But for right now, we got to get his data disc.
Yeah.
Yes, let's get disky with it.
Okay, we're gonna get disky with it, but you were also sent to babysit us? Why us?
That was the word. They don't allow me to work on the important things because I am, what was the word? Flips through his notes. A disastrous fuckwad?
Oof.
You can't talk about yourself like that, man.
Hey.
I don't.
You are
I
a
just took
fuckwad.
the
Like, I would
minutes.
describe you as a fuckwad, but not a disastrous
He
one.
took the minutes of his own meeting, which I guess,
You had a meeting with yourself?
Yes, Dr. Bad
Your own
insisted
meeting.
I take the minutes of my own chastising.
and so you wrote down fuckwad?
Disastrous
Talentless
fuckwad.
fuckwad?
He was
Disastrous
Disastrous.
fuckwad.
But
Yes.
it was kind of a back. He said he was tasked with the non-important things after I asked why he was babysitting
Good
us.
point. Are we the non-important things in question? I feel like we caused quite a ruckus outside.
Don't say that about yourself.
I'm not. I'm theorizing that other people might think that, which I just don't understand.
Your
We were
notebook
very
keeps
disruptive right off the bat. I thought we would be a problem if nothing else, but now we're not important?
No, it's just his notebook says so many mean things about everyone.
Maybe his notebook might be mean. It might be one of those mean notebooks that they're selling.
Well, I mean, Dr. Bad has me take a lot of minutes about a lot of things. Most of them are bad. I don't know if you've noticed that about him.
I get the feeling that this Dr. Bad might be not a good guy. I just don't know. Something about his name and the way he is.
His last name is Bad. I realized it immediately.
But you still took the job. That's what I'm saying.
Because it's hard out here, man.
It is.
It's hard.
It's
the
nonstop.
economy? Do you guys have an economy here? Ours is bad back home. Good Lord.
How's the economy?
I would
We
like
don't
to
need
take
to
you to
discuss
Earth.
the economy. I don't think that's the most interesting part of this adventure. But, and moving right past that, guys, we gotta get out of
The
this
data
room
disc.
and find this man's
Get the data
disc.
disc.
Okay,
Okay.
where did you last leave it?
Yeah, retrace
Where
your
is
steps.
it right now?
I remember leaving it in the place where we were setting up one of the turntable. Around there is where I left it.
The turntable. What
the
is that?
turntable.
It's one of the games.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
the Space House game? What? Okay. So do you think it's still out on the floor? Is it backstage? What exactly is
I mean,
on
unless
this disc?
somebody ate it.
Did you eat it? Have we checked your stomach?
I have pooped several times today. Didn't come out once. So
You pooped
probably
while
not
we've
there.
been here a couple times. I noticed that. I didn't see a data
Yeah, I have a
disc in
little.
there.
I have
I
a
was
little
digging
pocket.
through it.
I have a little pocket toilet. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that pocket toilet,
It's
dude.
handy.
That's pretty.
It's handy. I almost bought one of
fancy-
The
those.
future is
Astronaut
wild,
technology.
my guy.
Yeah. No, it's
I like
good
the way
for
you talk,
cleanup.
little gumption. All
Like
right.
we could go there, see if it's there.
Okay. Why don't you take us backstage or wherever that's set up? We'll help you look around. Maybe you can even give us a down low on what the turntable is.
Yeah,
you
there's
know
some
what I'm
inside
saying?
scoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could just, feed us some rules, Squid Game style.
Yeah, I was about to say Squid Game style. Yeah.
I can feed you some scoops.
And as you leave through that door and Cool Gumption, Soren, swipes his own keycard to open that door in order to leave. You do notice that there are 2 Aeon guards on either side of that door that are keeping watch. They make note that you are leaving the room, but they do nothing to try and stop you. And Soren leads you further and further backstage until you get to this large open area. And as you get closer and closer to this area, you start to hear these mechanical sounds, a whirling of sorts as something seems to be moving very, very quickly. You hear the thud of something hitting something repeatedly, this rhythmic kind of thud. And as you walk into this open area, you see the turntable. And what you see before you is a large open space with 3 rotating sections of floor. The most outer ring spins very, very quickly in a counterclockwise fashion. The inner ring spins clockwise in a faster fashion than the outside ring. And the most inner ring spins also counterclockwise in a very slow fashion. But you can see on the floor of that very slow ring are several pressure plates dotted around it. And on either ends of the outer ring and the middle ring, there are large laser walls that seem to be suspended. And in the middle, opening and shutting every 3 to 4 seconds or so, is this large metal kind of plate. And every time it opens up, you see a data disk sitting there in the center. Open, shut, open, shut, open, shut. As it seems to be protecting this data disk.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Soren, you put it at the hardest part of this whole thing.
I mean, I never confessed to being smart.
Little Gumption.
It's true.
I say this with all the love in my heart. Why? Why would you leave it there? What was the point of that? Was this an accident, or do you remember leaving it here?
I mean, I think I was taking drink orders, and it was off at the time, so I had to set my stuff down, because someone wanted matcha, so I performed a brief matcha ceremony. I can do matcha if you guys want matcha.
No, we're
I would
not
like to
fans.
see the
We're still
ceremony.
waiting on the
Matcha?
tubes.
For
Maybe
sure.
later,
but
maybe later.
Well,
Yes.
Or maybe
sorry.
on the matcha.
But matcha later?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I like it post.
Maybe, Little
You have
Gumption,
to.
please. You're getting distracted from your story.
Yes, I forgot where it is. I forgot that I left it there, and they probably turned it on.
But you know how to turn it off, right?
They don't let me touch things after I set that one guy on fire.
Yeah, well, he set the guy on fire. Yeah, no, okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
set the guy on fire.
But how did that happen?
So,
Quick story about
how
that.
did I set the guy on fire?
How did you set the guy on fire on accident?
Well, he was...
He didn't say on
He
accident.
didn't say on
Because you
accident.
touched something and then somebody got set on fire.
That's
That's true, I guess.
Someone wanted me to update their computer, so I did, and then I clicked a button, and then a guy just, spontaneously combusted. Like,
Damn.
the two, ostensibly, were not related,
Right.
and yet he was set on fire when I pressed the button, so therefore pretty much everyone kind of did shame on me, because they
Right.
just, assumed.
Like a shunning.
But you didn't
And
get
real
fired
quick-
for that.
Like a shunning.
Yeah.
You burned a guy you did not get fired.
I was going to say real quick, the Meat Tube song from earlier, sing it again. Because you remember it and it's
Well,
popular here, so sing it one more time.
Right. But now it's been I want to say 30 minutes. So now we have drifted into the afternoon version of the song.
Right?
Because it's seasonal,
That's
but
true.
it's seasonable by
There are
hour.
two different
So it's
versions.
Ah,
Not really a season, more of a day and night sort of situation. Go ahead,
yeah,
the
but
night
I mean
version
that
of the song.
it's outer space. It's outer space. Seasons are different in outer space. That's how
True.
that works.
Seasons could be anything, and I agree, and we agree, and we know this already. Go ahead. Night version
So
of the
it's
tube song.
Slurries, meat tubes. This is the new season song. Yeah.
you need to stop correcting people who are from this
You know
planet.
what?
You don't know.
You're right, and that's my hubris. And I assume, and that makes an ass out of just me.
No, but he did know. No, though.
I did know
That's
of the.
impressive.
I did know of the song.
Mike's
and the
been here a
change.
while. He's getting the culture down.
Mike's been here for 3 months at least, so he knows.
I'm Jelly Boy.
He's
Don't you know?
well versed in slurry songs. All
Yeah.
12.
Gumption.
No. That's enough. That's enough, and we don't have the time. Now, what we have to do now is get to the middle of this goddamn fucking spinny bullshit and get that fucking disc for this challenged young man who I think may have a bright future in spite of himself. And that's a little gumption.
I'm challenged.
Look, Gumpsh, your boss
You
called you
are.
and asked you to find the data disk. You found it, dude. Tell them it's in this thing. They can shut down the contraption. You can grab it and go.
Good point.
Or Andrew, can you shut it down?
Andrew, you're mechanical like the thing.
Your machine.
I can't just, guys. I'm not like on the clock. Like who's paying? Like I can't just
No,
mechanical
no.
things for free, dude. The economy's tight.
I got 20% in this guy's movie. If he makes it, we're in the money. I got merchandising rights.
I go up to Andrew and I see if there's a little thing I can like open to get a cord out.
Yes.
You look at the
Yes.
base of Andrew's skull where it would connect with his spine, and you notice it's almost like a little push port, like those little indentations that if you press on it it'll pop open. And so you just reach up and you just go boop, and you press into this little plate, and a plug does kind of pop out, and you grab onto that plug and you pull a cord out of the back of Andrew's head, essentially, long enough, and you kind of tug on him a little bit to get him to come closer over to the wall in order for you to plug it into the jack that's there.
It like doesn't reach the outlet, and I have to take one single step in.
Yeah. Oop, there we go.
Ooh.
I'm watching all of this happen, wide-eyed, slack-jawed, wondering if this was consensual, but I keep it to myself.
And I'm not a machine.
I'll
This is
journal about it
normal for
later.
humans. This is normal. All humans have this.
Really fascinating.
I'm very human,
Andrew,
little
in
Gumption.
that mechy head of yours,
Okay.
can you see? Can you like talk to the computer?
I mean, I could probably talk to the computer, but like, what are we going to talk about? We don't have anything in common.
Ask it to slow down or turn off optimally.
That makes sense. Okay. I like
Start by asking its name first.
good call,
I
Gumption.
would like to know the name.
We gotta break the ice first. Okay, I like put my hands on my temples,
As we know,
and I want to like
all computers here are AI.
I want to
so
feel
they
the
have
electricity,
personalities.
and like, is there something I feel I can talk to, Dalton?
Give me a charisma check, since that's a guiding feature or a guiding skill for your class.
Soren, while he's trying to communicate with the computer, tell me, just how deathy are these lasers that I'm seeing out there? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, what would be your estimated guess?
47.
That's high. That's
Fucking
high.
charts.
I really think they
It will
must have
kill
taken the
you in
fucking-
your next life.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, they took the governor off
what
those
47 gets
lasers. That's not cool. They're supposed to go to 42 max. What are we gonna do?
Dalton, I got a 16.
Cool, you got a 16. You do feel that there is a presence there. You're not sure, this body is still new to you. You're not quite sure how best to communicate with it. And then that little voice inside your head does pop up. It seems that you are trying to connect to the mainframe. Is this correct?
Connect to the mainframe. I guess, yeah, I'm trying to connect to the mainframe. Yeah, connect to the mainframe.
Attempting connection now. And then you hear this like old school 90s dial-up tone in your ear.
That's good.
Connection successful.
Us? There is a data disk nearby. Can you sense that?
Scanning for data disk. Data disk located in the center point of the room. Would you like me to retrieve it?
It's that simple. If it's that simple, us, go ahead and retrieve that shit, my friend.
Retrieving data disk.
Dude, I'm about to retrieve those data disks.
You know what? I didn't believe in you for a second, but now I'm pretty impressed.
I didn't even say anything. I didn't even move.
I always believed in you, Big Gumption.
God, I'm gonna get you tattooed on my face.
Error.
We're all Gumption.
Retrieval unsuccessful.
Retrieval.
Wait.
Retrieval unsuccessful. Try again. These machines, you gotta, try them a few times.
Everything going okay there, Andrew?
Error. Retrieval unsuccessful.
Okay. Diagnostic check. What is the error?
Running diagnostics now.
I'm really good with computers, guys. You hear me saying this stuff? Terminal.
You're
was
nailing
good.
it.
Mainframe. No,
knows
she
all the
taught me
terminology.
mainframe.
Diagnostics have completed. A firewall is preventing me from retrieving the data disk. It appears that the game, once set in motion, must be completed.
More like a
Guys.
laser wall, am I right?
Guys.
No time for jokes, Alyssa, but solid. I think we're gonna have to do the game.
Yeah, there's a
the thing, I heard-
firewall. A firewall, dude, and we cannot bypass it. I don't know. I don't know how to take down a firewall. I think you're right. I think we have to play the game.
Shoot.
Whew. Okay, who is
well-
the most dexterous? Soren?
Yes, I am very lithe.
I believe in Soren. He's got sort of a nimble dwarfish body about him. And not something you usually put together, nimble dwarf, but I do think that he is up to the task. Yeah. And he might be the most disposable of us four, so let's go ahead. And Soren, I believe in you. You could do this. My vote's for Soren.
I also vote.
Okay, so that
Will
went
Gunther.
from that went from encouraging to being mildly racist to being a little bit insulting, but we ended with encouraging again, so that's good. Appreciate that.
Soren, come with me. Let's go to the first section, which, Dalton, is the lasers?
Yeah, so the first section is the most outer ring that is spinning the second fastest of the three. So the outer ring, medium speed, middle ring, super fast, center ring, the slowest of the three. And the two outer rings both have these kind of laser panels that are situated around it that if you were to step on it and not fast enough, you would spin right into a laser panel.
Okay. All right, I'm getting a little dizzy, Soren. We're already spinning on this first part, and but I have an idea. Okay, what if we short circuit the lasers?
Ooh, good idea.
Right.
I have
How?
I have this thing I can do. Don't tell anybody about it. I think it's from being a Floridian, which is my race, and I think I like to water my plants. I can manifest water. So maybe if I put it over the lasers, maybe it'll short circuit.
That sounds like math. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. Okay. Stand back. I'm not very good at this. Okay. And Dalton, I cast create or destroy water over the laser wall.
Love it. You begin to concentrate and you begin to cast create water. And Soren, since you are the closest to Alyssa right now, you start to notice that while her hair had a very root-like structure, while she is casting this spell, or while she's using this, alien-like ability that she has, blooms start to blossom all through her rooted structure hair. And Mike and Andrew, you look up at where Alyssa is concentrated, and you start to see condensation form on the metallic panels of the ceiling. And that condensation eventually turns into water droplets with a drip, drip, drip. And eventually that drip becomes
This is all going in the stream.
a steady downpour of what you would consider rain. And as it begins to rain down onto these laser panels, they begin to smoke and crackle and pop and eventually short circuit and go down completely.
Hey.
Yes.
See? First step, not dead.
Oh my god!
We got this.
It was mostly a little gumption, I'm assuming. Great job, dude.
I mean, I helped.
No, I will not take credit for a woman's success.
Thank you.
Hey, very good, little gumption. That's
You would
great.
fare well on Earth.
When you get to the top,
I'm one of the
you're gonna
good
stay-
ones.
Yeah, you are, buddy. Yeah, you are.
Okay. So what is
All right,
what is
next.
next?
Okay, let me see if the firewall's down. Maybe the laser wall is the firewall. Run diagnostics.
Running diagnostics. Diagnostics are complete. The firewall is still intact. However, the integrity of the room has reduced by 40%.
40%. Guys, 40%. Another 160%. We'll be halfway there. I think you just need to do that thing again.
Math is not a strong suit.
It's
I'm
not my
sorry.
strong. No.
I don't know what you're talking about. That makes perfect sense to me.
Okay, I think no. I think I actually have an idea, you guys.
Okay.
You know when you would like what?
You think you can handle the pressure plates?
I didn't know. You know when you would go to like those quarter machines as a kid and you would get those little sticky hands.
Uh-huh.
And you would stick them in the wall. Okay. Dalton, what I'd like to do is I'd like to make my hand a long sticky hand.
Okay.
And I want to arch it over all the danger onto the memory disk. Suck it back in.
Okay.
Sticky hand.
All right. Give me just
like how Dalton said, all right.
Just give me a D20. Just give me a straight D20. No modifiers.
Oh.
But with advantage?
Nope, no advantage. Just give me a straight D20.
Uh-oh.
All right. I rolled a 12.
Okay. Something that I've decided to do this season that I haven't shared with you yet is anytime any of you give me a rule of cool suggestion, I will continue to say yes, like I always do. But I'm also going to make you roll a rule of cool D20, and that will help me determine how successful this actually is going to be. So, Mike, you do extend your hand and turn it into a classic 90s nostalgia toy. That sticky hand that sticks to surfaces for the first 5 minutes and then becomes gunked up with hair and debris. And you launch it across these 3 spinning pieces of the floor, past Soren, past Alyssa. And you grab on to that data disk. It becomes part of that sticky goo-like hand as it sinks down into your palm. But not only does the data disk now become a part of your goo-like structure, but that metal plate that has been consistently falling up and down and up and down in a very rhythmic fashion. A rhythmic fashion that none of you decided to find a pattern to or a timing or tempo to. Also becomes stuck with your goo-like hand. And while you have a hold of the data disk, you are also now stuck as this piston, this metal plate pounds down into your hand over and over and over as you consistently take 1 bludgeoning damage every turn.
I'm goo. Now, I don't usually argue with the DM, but I'm goo, brother. All right?
You can take damage, though.
Can you bludgeon a goo to death?
Sure can.
Yes.
You go.
Would you like it to be 5 per round?
No. God damn it.
So am I correct in understanding that there is now like a line, like almost like a line over the disc to where it needs to be from his arm?
Correct. Yeah, Mike is at the opening. This line of goo has now extended across this room,
right past
the two of you, and is now holding on to that data disk.
Being the most dexterous, I wonder if it's possible, can I, like, shimmy, tightrope walk, whatever, across it, over the actual turning tables to the center?
Like that terrible Joseph Gordon-Levitt movie.
Absolutely. Give me...
Hell yeah, dude.
Give me a acrobatics check, please.
Oh.
Matt fucks with the
And
rule.
how?
Cool, dude.
That would be a 12.
You are able to grab a hold of Mike's goo stringy arm, and you, in the most impressive way that anyone has seen yet, are able to like almost somersault yourself up onto the top of this tightrope as you begin to walk across. And you are getting closer and closer and closer to the end of this goo hand, but you fall. You trip right at the end, and as you do, you manage to catch yourself one-handed, hovering just over a pressure plate.
Is he within range? Like, can I reach him in any way?
He is now not within 5. He's not within 5 feet of you anymore. No. If that's
Can
what.
I get to within 5 feet of him?
Yes, you could move, but it's going to. Yeah, you could move to get closer to him if you're wanting to assist in some way.
Because I have a spell Enhance Ability, so I could try to help him become even more dexterous and maybe get up, like a little push, a little nudge, get back up. But I think I would do it naturally.
Okay.
Because I would see this poor defenseless person that we just met, and so I go running for him, trying to avoid the pressure plates.
Give me a dexterity check.
And watch me just fall immediately. It's a 14.
Okay. You are able to run from the middle spinning platform onto the center spinning platform, which is the slowest of the three, and narrowly avoid these pressure plates as you reach Soren, aka Little Gumption.
Okay. Soren, are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm maybe traumatized beyond belief, but I'm fine.
Okay. No, but I believe in you, all right? I believe. I'm just going to give you like a little push on your foot, and you're going to get back up, okay?
I apologize that my foot isn't good enough.
No, shut up. Your foot is amazing.
Your foot is good enough, Little Gumption. It would also be good if somebody were to check in on me, because my goo is getting pretty banged up every time this...
Hush.
And I know that doesn't make
Soren's
sense.
foot is in danger.
So does that count as the help
Yes,
action,
yes.
or is that I'm just good now?
That would.
Well, so
Go ahead.
and I'm specifically, I think I won't even realize I'm doing it yet,
Okay.
because I truly haven't understood all of my spells and powers yet. But I want to cast Enhance Ability as I push him,
Okay.
which is when I touch a creature, I bestow a magical enchantment. And in this case, it would be Cat's Grace, which then the target has advantage on dexterity checks. And it also will not take damage from falling 20 feet or less.
Does that mean Little Gumption gets a set of whiskers like a cat?
Little cattail pops
Maybe a little
out.
set of ears? So if somebody were to draw fan art of Little Gumption,
So
there'd be a cat
I
version.
like where your head's at, Mike. However, I'm going to change it just a little bit.
All right, that's fine.
Because as Alyssa does touch Little Gumption, and unwittingly bestows some of her botanical prowess into him, you start to see tiger lilies kind of pop up along like the shirt the Little Gumption is wearing, kind of like just forming there on their own, and he gets this like sudden burst of dexterous agility, and with that help from Alyssa, along with his strength check from earlier, is enough to hoist himself back up. He kind of does a little like a rubber band, like he pulls down on Mike's arm and uses that momentum to pop himself back up onto the top.
I don't know what that was, but it made me feel good. I'm gonna journal about it later. We go forward.
Maybe don't say that it felt good when I touch your foot when you rewrite it.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Hey, I'm not a rat. I would like to continue the rest.
Yes. You can. You do indeed. You continue the rest of the way to the center there, where Mike's hand is being constantly bashed by this metallic plate, and where your lost data disk is.
Okay. So, is there any sense of rhythm I can get with the crushing?
Give me a perception check.
Oh shit! Why, God? Why? Okay. I don't think I'm proficient in it. No, I'm not. So that's a 15.
Cool. I like it. You do. You get a sense that every 10 seconds or so, that metallic plate slams down onto Mike and the data disk.
Okay, I just want to Temple of Doom style, just like hand in and out. So it would be the disc in his hand. Wait, could I, in theory, like yank it out in that 10 seconds by pulling on his hand? Okay.
You could indeed.
Would that be strength? Because I have to pry his hand
No,
off the
I'm going
plate
to
as
let
well.
you go dexterity for it. I'm going to let you do sleight of hand.
Sleight of
Sleight of
hand.
hand.
Okay.
And you get
And
advantage.
you do get advantage because you still have the effects of the...
Thank God, because that was a
Of the
1.
token.
Oh, God. I'm glad I said it.
Thank you for reminding me.
That was almost bad. That was almost the end of Soren and Mike's hand.
That would be 8.
Oh, no. Better than 1.
What's gonna
I'm a
happen in my hand?
disastrous fuckwad.
That's
He,
true.
he wrote it.
That's true.
It was in the minutes.
That was in the minutes.
There is no evidence to the contrary. He was just right.
Oh. What happens to my hand, Dalton?
He's deliberating about it.
I am
He's
deliberating
trying to
about
think
it.
about how bad it is.
You lose limbs in D&D so much, Mike.
I really do. Yeah, that's a theme.
All right, so Soren goes to pull onto Mike's arm, which is attached to his hand, which is grasping
As
onto
it always has been.
the data disk. And he is able to successfully pull Mike's arm away from the metal plate that is slamming down in the center of this room, and rubber bands himself backwards all the way back to where Andrew and Mike are standing, sitting there from that entrance, and slams hard into that back wall and just kind of slumps down onto the floor. And while all of you are worried about Little Gumption, Mike, you look down at your arm and you notice that your hand didn't come back with Little Gumption and the rest. You look over at that slamming metal plate and your hand is still there, grasping on to that data disk, still being mashed every 10 seconds.
My hand! Oh, guys! This is a good one! I don't write with this one, but I do that thing that we kind of like to do at night with it, you know?
What's happening?
what I
I'm
mean?
still plugged in, guys. I don't even know. Like, my eyes are all milked over. Somebody unplug me.
My hand,
I'm
dude!
just- I'm
it's
just-
in the crushy thing!
Your hand is...
I'm like face down on the ground being like, I am not worthy.
Oh, little...
It's fine, Little Gumption, it's fine!
Oh, no.
No, it's not.
Guys, we didn't get the disc, we didn't get my hand.
What are you guys talking about? I'm still over here.
Wait a second. Guys. Hey, us. Eject disk.
Ejecting disk now. As
No.
Andrew says, eject disk, you all look over to the center of the room and you watch as the metal plate, the piston, starts to slow down further and further and further until coming to a complete stop. And then you hear this little pop sound, almost like a Pop-Tart coming out of a microwave, as the disc shoots out of the gooey residue of Mike's hand. And then...
It was
God
plugged
damn
in?
it.
Guys, I'm
then-
sorry. There was an option. I could right-click to eject disk. I saw that before. I just thought, I don't know. Yeah, we
Big
did
gumption.
it.
Big gumption, you betrayed me.
No, Little Gumpsh. Mike's hand. It wasn't my fault, guys. You got to believe me.
Andrew!
Also, is the disc currently airborne right now?
If we want to do this like slow motion style, yes, it's like currently airborne.
Got something.
Okay, Dalton, let me roll for it then.
Okay.
Can I connect my wrist to my hand and goo my hand back to my other
Give
goo?
me a 20.
Please. All right.
Goo my hand.
Can I help him in any
Sure,
way?
you can.
please?
Yeah, take advantage because Little Gumption's going to help you.
Lil Gumption gives me
I like-
positive affirmations.
I whisper in your ear. You are medium big gumption.
medium big. I don't know why. I'm definitely bigger than Andrew, but medium big, I'll take it.
Got the gumption within. Okay.
I roll for it, and I rolled a 5.
Our rolls suck this game.
It's really bad this episode.
That's
Usually
with
they're so
that's
much
with
better.
advantage. You rolled a 5.
Oh wait, no, hold on.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
Oh no, what did he get?
I rolled a 3 for
What?
the second one, so the 5
No!
is the better
5
one.
stays.
The 5 stays.
Damn
I rolled a
it!
5.
It's me. It's just me.
Little Gumption. I think we gotta kick Little Gumption out of the group.
He's a good guy.
You launch.
I was in the group.
We were
For a
about to
minute, you
offer
were in
an
the
official
group.
position.
This was an audition, Little Gumption.
You launch your arm forward, and it goes maybe 5 feet in front of you before it just falls to the ground like a limp noodle, and just lays
I
there.
swear to God, this never happens to me. Alyssa, never happens to me.
Never.
While all
And I
this,
drink a lot.
While all this has been happening, the data disc does fall and scatter and clatter down onto the floor, narrowly missing one of the pressure plates.
Where is it to me? Because I'm near.
You are the closest to it. Like it, almost lands right beside you.
Oh, nice. Well, then, can I just pick it up?
You do so. Alyssa bends down and she
Nice.
picks up the data disc.
Nice catch,
Oh, neat,
Alyssa.
nice.
Is it okay? Is it okay?
Hold on, I gotta breathe into it like a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
But did it crack like an iPhone?
No,
Is it a Nintendo game or an iPhone?
it's Nintendo.
It's built by
It
Nokia.
lasts.
It's indestructible.
Oh, thank God.
It is covered in pink
Oh.
slime, but it is good to go.
Okay, and I run
Bless
back.
the
'cause
Nintendo gods.
There's nothing behind me,
Yeah,
right?
there's not. Yeah, so yeah, you run back and you make it across the two spinning gears that are still going, and you rejoin the rest of the group.
It's gooey, but it's good.
That-
And I pass it to Soren.
Story of my life. Can't believe I said that.
Little Gumption.
Good, the little gumption story.
He's big gumption.
He's
And
Little
that's the
Gumption's
title of the
balls.
episode, in fact.
All right.
I inspect it, even though it is gooey. Is it mostly still
It is
usable?
mostly still usable. Yep, it is in almost perfect condition.
God. I kiss it and I get goo on my lips and I just accept that.
It's like cheese, like sticking still.
The visuals.
I will immortalize all three of you. Big gumption, bigger gumption, and medium big gumption.
Wait, who's bigger Gumption?
I'm bigger gumption.
The
No!
one who's actually succeeded.
That's true, I guess. I
Listen.
guess if we're going off that.
I unplug myself, ravel the cord back up, and plug it in.
I grab all my goo. I put my hand in my other hand and I just wave it around because I can't attach it to my goo for some goddamn reason. None of these physics make sense.
Dead goo.
Little
It's
gumption,
dead goo.
you got your disc back, buddy. You're going to keep your job.
I am so relieved. I'm gonna keep my job and I didn't die.
You didn't die.
Yeah.
We haven't got out of
Yeah.
this room yet. Like, don't count your eggs
This
before
is
they
an
hatch.
unalloyed good. Yeah. Heck
Oh,
yes.
this is a low bar to cross, but this is technically a victory for us. And Little Gumption.
It technically is. It technically is.
And Soren, you're gonna
Well, I
keep
mean,
up
with-
your end, right? You'll
Yes,
be able to.
yes, of course. I will help you get out of here. But first, I'm pretty sure your Postmate orders will have arrived. Do we want to just go chow down?
I forgot how
Oh.
hungry
I can
was.
still do matcha.
Okay. Are we hot or cold on matcha? Because I'm.
He said there was
I
a
can take it or leave
ceremony,
it.
and I just got to know what that is.
I've never heard of that.
No,
Is
I
that
wanna
real?
see it.
Okay. All right. We're all 3 for 3 matcha. Yes. And we're gonna sing the Twilight tube theme that we all know and love.
Well, you know it. So
Oh,
we'll see it.
you
Yes,
bet
of
I
course
do.
we
yeah,
What the
buddy,
fuck?
hit it.
What the fuck?
No, no.
It's
you
actually
know
a duet. It is actually a duet.
is a duet.
So I can do the first part and then you can finish it off?
That's right.
Please, please, please.
Right. And as we all know, the Twilight version is more like a somber piano ballad.
Of course.
Right.
So it
Yeah.
goes-
Sad
Day
reprise
meets.
of sorts. Go ahead.
Right. Slurries, meat tubes, they are.
Super good, especially at Twilight. Also, we're gonna punch your card every time you order Slurry's Meat Tubes. 5 punches is a free bucket of tubes. Everybody loves Slurry's Meat Tubes. Barbecue sauce. I love that theme. It's so catchy.
No, they had that deal. That
I
feels like you
wipe
get more
tears.
than 5 in a bucket. Or just eating 5.
That's it.
point.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's
a good deal.
So the 4 of you leave this space, leave this room, and you head back to the green room while you're still singing the Slurry's Meat Tube jingles. All versions of the jingle, no matter the time of day, you can order Slurry's Meat Tubes. And you make it back to the green room. And as Soren swipes his key card and that door opens back up, you walk in to see Dr. Bad sitting there on the couch, flanked as always by 2 Aeon guards. And he looks up at the 3 of you. Oh, good, you're back. The council is ready to see you now.
No, we're so hungry. There's a ceremony. Please.
We need our matcha and
matcha,
meat.
Join us
Doctor.
for some matcha, Dr. Bad.
Matcha and meat, Doctor.
Doctor, please.
I steal Soren's key card.
Oh,
No. Actually,
that's great. I love that. Like during the
actually,
commotion.
while we're distracting Dr. Bad, can't you roll for this?
That's the dagger damsel, dude. She's fucking back.
I want her to give it to Andrew, and Andrew to scan it and copy all of its data.
Alyssa, roll sleight of hand.
Can I give her the help action?
Yes.
You're gonna give it.
Can I think that this is like a dope ass ragtag moment, and I just want to make sure it happens?
Yes.
Yes.
He's like, for the
Dude,
switch.
gumption, man.
Oh no, my key card. Oh, it's slipping out of my pocket. Oh no.
Oh no.
We really need the matcha, Dr. Bad. Meat, matcha. I'm saying it over
Not
and over
matcha
again.
and
I'm
meat.
the
I
loudest
don't
one in the
think that
room.
we have time for matcha or meat. I told the council that we were coming.
Have you tried meat and matcha?
No, they played the Twilight matcha.
that sounds like a man who's never
song.
tried meat and
Dirty
matcha.
20.
What?
Ceremonial matcha.
Dirty 20.
Damn. With Lil Gumption's help, you do successfully swipe his key card. You are able to pass it over to Andrew, who then is able to upload it into his body.
Stick it in my mouth.
Essentially,
He sticks in his mouth, sucks on it, spits it out.
We're recreating that scene from Now You See Me, where they just keep passing the
What a
card around.
reference. What a goddamn reference.
uploading data now. Data upload complete.
Okay, I give the
But she says
I
that
take it out of my
quietly,
mouth and I hand the slobbery card back to Alyssa.
Why is it slobbery? Okay.
I wipe the slobber off with my goo. Now it's gooey.
Gooey and slobbery.
I put it in my hands. Yes, Gooey.
Yeah. Well, gosh darn it, Dr. Bad, you old stick in the mud. I guess we won't have that meat.
No.
matcha.
There's no time for matcha and there's no time for meat. You must follow me right now, right this instant.
You heard the man.
And with
Let's go.
and that, Dr. Bad leads you out of the green room.
With gumption or no?
Little Gumption is left in the green room, unfortunately.
Oh my god.
I lean out like from like around the corner and I wave like the sequel to the screenplay that Andrew just read that I just like power wrote in the last like 10 minutes. And I'm like, email me. I want notes.
Yes. We will, Lil Gumption. We will.
Workshop it, buddy. Never change, Lil
I'm not going to
Gumption.
read
Literal
that
tears.
thing at
Shedding
all.
literal tears.
I always say that. I never read it. No.
Before we wrap up, I want to thank our incredible Matt. I want to thank our incredible guest once again, Matt Curtin, aka Lil Gumption,
Yes.
for coming onto the show. Let's give him another round of applause, please. I think this is the 4th one for this show. Wow. It was a blast playing with you. Thank you so much for coming on. We all had a great time. Matt, tell the audience at home where they can find you, what you're working on. Tell us all the things.
You can find me personally across all of my social media platforms. It's at Matt, 2 T's, _ Curtin, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. It's where you can find me. But if you want to support the really kick-ass D&D TV show that I'm currently producing, yes, you can find that across many social media platforms, on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, what have you. It is at @thegame_series.
Love that. Awesome. Thank you so much. Everyone, please go check out both Matt and the game. Really cool stuff that's happening there. And we would love for you to go and support it. It's always about creators supporting creators. In the meantime, what's going to happen with this data disk? What secrets do they hold, and what advantages will swiping Lil Gumption's key card hold for our players as they head into Space House? And who is the council, and why is Dr. Bat so adamant that our 3 characters meet them? Find out next week when Dungeon Radio Hour returns. In the meantime, find us over on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Dungeon Radio Hour for extended intros, bloopers, and exclusive behind-the-scenes content from all of your favorite friends at DRs. Until next time, keep the volume up, the dial tuned in, and as always, say yes to adventure. Bye for now, kids.
Dalton, Andrew was starting to do like a slow-mo react. Can we slow-mo react?
We can slow-mo react.
Real quick?
Yes, slow-mo
okay, go
react.
ahead. Andrew, you, me, Alyssa, if you want any slow-mo react.
Oh.
Gumption!
Not the screenwriter of our dreams.
I knew my feet would get me one day.